Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full day of eating, so what I eat in a day being on prep. It's going to be super low calorie, so I really hope that nobody calculates up the macros or anything like that. And I also want to preface that while I am a nutritionist, I am not a registered dietitian, so just make sure that you're not taking what I'm eating and doing that for yourself. Everybody is a little bit different and has different preferences, has different needs, things like that. And right now, eating in such a deficit for a competition, my food's gonna look a lot different and smaller portions, and probably a lot different than what you may be used to seeing on YouTube. And as far as prep goes, this is the lowest calories I've been on in prep. Usually that's how it works. It just gets lower as you go and get closer. I'll be 4 weeks out this Saturday. Today is Thursday, so 2 more days and I'm 4 weeks out, which, means I'm getting pretty close. So my calories are very low. Don't take this as nutrition advice. I'm just showing what I eat. I do a flexible nutrition approach. So that means that I don't stick to a meal plan or anything like that. I stick to a certain set of macros and follow that to get to the physique goal that I'm looking for, which is super shredded. And like I said, just don't follow this. Take it with a grain of salt. This is what I'm doing for myself. And I mean, maybe you could get some recipe ideas, but yeah. So, and I'll kind of explain why I add certain things in, but I also want to preface with no food is a superfood. None of the foods that I'm eating are special in any way. They're just foods that I like the taste of. They hit my macros well. They're easy to make, and things like that. So I am going to start with my first meal. It's 11 o'clock now. I woke up super early. I just couldn't sleep. Once you start getting leaner, your sleep kind of goes too, just kind of like your body's reaction to becoming leaner. So I woke up super early. I had a dentist appointment, so if the side of my mouth is it doesn't look swollen or anything, but they did some stuff like a special cleaning or something. Oh, and don't mind my hands. I messed up my tan. So I'll try not to talk with my hands. Anyways, now that I'm done with that super long intro, like I said, it's 11. I had a dentist appointment this morning and I am just now getting hungry, so I'm going to eat my first meal. I usually do some sort of cardio whenever I'm not hungry early in the morning, but today is a rest day as far as lifting. All I have is 10 minutes of HIIT and 45 minutes of steady state cardio. So I'm going to be saving most of my carbohydrates for around that meal. I'm going to have some of them for breakfast and some fats for breakfast too. And you'll notice that I spread my protein out throughout the day. So you will see a few meals that are only protein and vegetables, which is a little bit of carbs. But most of my carbs are going to be around that cardio and HIIT workout. So now that I got that all out of the way, let's start into our first meal. All right, guys, so to start off with, I have my MyFitnessPal app open. I'm using this to track my macros. Again, this is on competition prep, so I have to hit certain macros that my coach is giving me. So to start off the day, I usually at the beginning of the day or the night before, for my clients, I recommend the night before. But for me, I have a very flexible schedule with my training and online coaching and stuff, so I'm able to cook a lot more from home. I don't have to prep as much food, so I'm able to plan my day like the day of. But usually I would say plan it the night before so that you're ready for anything that goes on. Anyways, so for my first meal, I'm going to be doing like an egg sandwich with scrambled egg whites, or egg substitute is what it's called, and some vegetables with that. So normally I add peppers and onions to my scrambled eggs, but today I only have red onions, which I'm going to be chopping up. Here's what's left of one that I chopped up yesterday. And then I'm going to be using frozen asparagus spears. And all I do to put these in my eggs is I take the spear and I break it apart and I'll throw it into my pan. I have to spray it first. Just using some cooking spray. So I'll spray that on and rip these into little pieces. And the smaller the pieces, the better, so that they go with my scrambled eggs a little bit better. So I'm gonna chop that onion up, put that in here, cook it all up, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Here I've got what's called an egg in the hole. I got this idea from a client. I remember having it as a kid. My best friend growing up, her dad used to make them, and you just put a dippy egg inside of the toast and cook it like that. And then I put a piece of American cheese on top because I have enough fat to do so for this meal. And then all of this right here, you saw me kind of cooking it. I broke up the asparagus, put red onions in here. It's half egg white liquid, half scrambled egg looking liquid, so it's a non-fat egg substitute. And honestly, it's easier than cracking a shit ton of eggs. And it's fat-free, so just protein here. And then I added a lot of spices, onion powder, garlic salt, parsley flakes, pepper, and turmeric, however you say that. So the turmeric kind of gives it that orangey color, which is why it looks like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I'm not gonna show you guys me eating this. Hi guys, this lighting's going to be awful. I just thought I'd change where I was because I was sitting at my desk for like ever. I got a little bit hungry, but not enough to eat yet. So I'm going to be doing some protein. It's just protein wedding cake. This is probably one of my top Bowmar Nutrition protein powders. It's one of my favorites. The wedding cake kind of has more of a it's definitely cake batter tasting, and it's got more of a almond extract added to it, and it smells amazing and it tastes so good. And I'm not somebody that really likes to drink protein as a shake. I like to eat it, which you'll see in my next meal that I have planned. I'm doing protein waffles. I like to bake my protein more often. But if I do shakes, the wedding cake, the strawberry, and the carrot cake are my favorite ones to drink as shakes. Cinnamon roll is pretty good too. And pumpkin spice. In that order is probably how I would choose to drink my protein. So I've just got my shaker cup right here with 8 ounces of water. Just throw that in. And normally, instead of water, I would use cashew milk, but I ran out. I use it a lot for French toast, and I've been making myself and Dylan French toast quite a bit lately, quite a lot lately. So I ran out of cashew milk, so I'm just doing water. The cashew milk is a creamier texture, I guess, and it's only 25 calories per cup, so that's barely anything. But yeah, like I said, I'm out, so... Don't have to shake too much. There's a little bit of chunks in there, which is why I like to do... Hey! But... Sorry, he's playing with something. Yeah, I think it just depends on how warm or cold your water is. This has a little bit of chunks in it, so I just gotta shake it up more. Sometimes I get it to where, the carrot cake didn't have chunks in it whenever I shook it up the other day. And then sometimes I just have bad luck and get a little bit of chunks. But I'm going to chug it and continue on with my day. So I'll see you when I'm making waffles. Which I know sounds weird, but I kind of need to wake up. I've been spending the entire day working on another YouTube video, uploading that, working on some client stuff, and talking to clients all day pretty much. So I don't know, it makes me pretty tired just sitting at a desk the whole time. So I'm going to take a shower to wake up and prep this next meal. So I have my food scale right here. I'm going to weigh out what food I'm doing, and then I'm going to be baking it just as one meal. This is going to be my post-workout meal. So I'm putting just enough for that meal. not prepping a ton of food right now because, like I said, I have the flexibility and the schedule to cook things as I go. I don't have to prep them, and sometimes it tastes a lot better that way too. So I have sweet potato cubes here, which I'm going to weigh out. I might need to open another bag. This is not enough. I have broccoli and cauliflower that I'm going to mix together. And then I have big old chicken breasts. I'm just going to cut up just enough for this meal. And then we're going to pop that in the oven, and I'll show you when it's done. And then after I'm out of the shower, while that's probably still cooking, I'm going to make my waffles. So yeah, on to that now. Well, clean, sort of. I didn't wash my face or my hair, just my body, and shaved my armpits. So yeah. So I finished one of my half gallons, so I just filled it up again. And I've got the oven on broil right now. I'm going to try and make like everything kind of like crispy a little bit. So whenever I microwave it, it's not super soggy. It still will be a little bit soggy, but it won't be bad. So as far as the waffles go, all you need is like a little cup. I've got that zeroed out on my food scale over here. You're gonna need some complete pancake mix, and I like to use this to add the carbs in, so I'm not doing just protein waffles. It's a mix of the protein mix, or the pancake mix, and then I'm using the Bomar carrot cake protein. This is one of, like I was talking about earlier, this is one of my favorite flavors now. It's new. It's like their pumpkin spice with cream cheese in it, and it's so fucking good. I love it. It's delicious. So I mix those two together. I add a little bit of extra baking powder, or baking soda. I need to get baking powder because that rises. I'm going to use some egg liquid and then the rest water to get the consistency right for waffles. And then I'm going to be topping it with not butter spray and sugar-free syrup. And I also want to throw some blueberries in there too. So I'm going to do like 100 grams of blueberries. And then, yeah, I don't want to tell you guys the actual amounts because then you'll figure out the macros and then you'll yell at me for being so low calorie. But again, like I've said throughout the video, this is a competition prep. I have slowly got myself down to lower calories because I am prepping for a show. So, and if you want to know what a bodybuilding show is, I have a video out called Explaining Bodybuilding Prep, so you can watch that and kind of get a better understanding of it. But for now, we're going to make some waffles. This is perfect. Again, my mouth is watering. I am really hungry, and this smells so good. So, all right, this is amazing. Carrot cake is amazing, and waffles. And I'm gonna eat this and go to the gym. Before I go to the gym, though, I'm gonna show you guys that prepped meal that I just made. And the reason that I'm taking that with me is I have some in-person clients. And in between my clients, I'll eat that prepped meal so that I have something to fuel me because I have like a little bit of time in between clients. So I'll show you that in just a second after I'm done eating this. So this is my last meal. This is just 96 lean beef and Brussels sprouts with garlic salt. And that's going to be it for the night. It's kind of boring because I'm super low calorie right now. So, and super low fat. So nothing's going to have a ton of fat in it. So that'll be everything for the what I eat in a day video. And I hope you guys liked it and have a good day.